I see a lot of people celebrating the renewed sanctions on Iran as if they are going to bring down the regime. And I think it shows a profound misunderstanding of not only how Iran works, but generally the nature of any kind of mass movement, any kind of revolution, any kind of radical movement. So I think that the sanctions will weaken Iran very considerably. They will make it less of a military threat. They will make it less of a revolutionary threat to nearby countries. But they will also strengthen the regime. Because people who are very poor and are struggling to get by are ironically more fulfilled than people who are rising, but not as quickly as they would like to rise. If you're in a situation where just getting your next meal is a victory, then you are fulfilled in the sense that you're constantly, you have a goal, and it's a very attainable goal. So the most dangerous moment for a regime is not when people reach rock bottom. That actually can lead to a very stable regime, as we can see, for example, in Eritrea or North Korea. The most dangerous moment for a regime is when quality of life begins to increase and the regime slightly relaxes its chokehold on people. And it's this moment of relaxation that gives people the desire to more and gives those people who are frustrated from their lack of progress the ability to act. This is what makes a regime collapse. It's not when things are terrible. It's when things are starting to increase, to improve, but slowly. Basically, what creates a revolution is a hope for the future rather than a fear for the future. So people don't say, like, when people fear the future, they become conservative. When people hope for the future, this is when they become radical. And stronger sanctions on Iran will, I think, make people less frustrated and more struggling, which will make them more conservative, not more radical. But it's not necessarily a bad thing because a weaker Iran will still keep its neighbors occupied and will prevent them from, working on their own schemes. So if you look at the geopolitical interests of the West, which, let's face it, doesn't really care about the Iranian people. It cares about the level of threat presented to it by the state of Iran and how much this threat makes nearby countries turn to the West. So their goal is to weaken the regime, weaken Iran, but not to destroy it. If you do want to destroy Iran, you need people who are frustrated, who are bored, but who are also hopeful. So I don't want to tell which approach is correct because both have advantages and disadvantages. I just don't want people to have the illusion that those stronger sanctions will lead to a revolution. If anything, they will increase the odds of a revolution. What may lead to a revolution, or rather counter-revolution in Iran, is a slow increase in the quality of life and a relaxation of the oppression, not an increase of the oppression. Will it happen in the near future? I don't know. Honestly, it doesn't look like that. I think we are still like half a generation away from it. But in the near future, like right now, I think the chokehold of the regime on the people of Iran will actually increase. And I think that people, at least in the near future, will become less revolutionary. So that's not a great news for people who want to see a free Iran, but we have to be sober about it.